What's up?
How you guys doing?
I'm in a bad mood. I don't know about you.
I'm in a good mood and a terrible mood at the same time.
It's been a tough few days.
Yeah, it really has.
It's been rough.
If you're a football fan and you like the beautiful game, you know, City fans, and if you're a Kool-Aid and a big Barca fan like some of us, then it's been a pretty tough weekend.
Football can be joyous and cool.
It's really awful at this, but it is what it is. But anyways, guys, we're here to talk about the situation in Barca. What's next for Barcelona? Who's the next president? Who's the next manager? Oh gosh, it's a question everybody's asking. There's so many managers that have been mentioned that can potentially come to Barca. I mean, the number one on everybody's mind for Barcelona will be Xavi. That will be pretty much the one that everybody will be looking at. But at the same time, rumors are saying Mauricio Pochettino is really close with Bartomeu.
I don't know how he can be close considering his association with
Espanyol. Exactly.
Like, he's Espanyol through and through, so yeah. And also he has a history of like, we made an offer for him before.
Yeah, and he turned us down.
I'd rather
be a farmer
in Argentina. Wait for a Real Madrid job. I was like, oh, okay, that's how you feel. I applaud him for the honesty, to be honest, because it could be as easy as anyone just taking the job, because the Barcelona job kind of runs itself really if you got a good team. So you could easily take the job, take the money, and be chilling.
Yeah.
But you didn't. You stuck to his principles. So that's that. I'm not so keen on that one just because of that. It's not what he said, but also it's like, if he takes a job, then I have to question like, how committed is
he to the club? Yeah, exactly. Because
is he just there for money, or is it just?
You see, the fact that we're even mentioning him after he's openly said all these things, it pretty much just means he's doing it really mainly for the money. I mean, I'm not gonna go around and say that's definitely what he's doing, but come on.
But it's very difficult to say the intentions are pure. Or
exactly.
Really nice job. So that's very difficult. For me, it's essentially saying like Zidane moves to Barcelona to be the manager.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just wrong
on so many levels.
Like it doesn't work. But
like we said, the favorite one obviously is Xavi, but the thing is, Xavi has openly come out and he said, listen, as long as the board are still in charge, I ain't coming. It's not gonna happen. And honestly, Xavi, if you ever watch this, son, well done. Thank you.
But do you think he could have changed his mind considering everything that's happening? Or before, maybe the board went to him and said, you know what, we want you to be the manager, but we're not going to give you the power to do the transfers or anything like that. So maybe this time it could be a different approach to say, okay, we want you to be the manager and we give you all everything that you want, which is the same situation Pep was in when Laporta came in.
Exactly.
We were at a very, very terrible time. So basically they gave him
all the
full
power
control of
do what he wanted to build his team in his image, and it worked. I don't think Xavi will still come as long as Barto is there, because I got a feeling Xavi doesn't get on with Bartomeu. That's the same thing with Pep Guardiola. Pep is not a fan of Bartomeu, and he's been open about that. He's not a fan. So for me, I seriously hope Xavi doesn't come as long as Bartomeu is still there. I do not want us to ruin a club legend. Okay, we don't want to put a bad name on him simply because we've got an incompetent board that doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Another name that's been mentioned, Ronald Koeman.
I don't know, he's interesting. He's done well with Holland.
Yes.
You cannot take that away from him.
He did okay with Everton. Okay, he wasn't great, but he was okay.
He was average. But then again, that also depends on the quality of players.
Exactly, yes.
Like the structure around the club when you are
there. You go.
So that can always contribute to that. So for me, he's got loads of experience, which is a positive thing.
And he looks like a leader as well.
Exactly.
Definitely a commanding person. That's one thing you can't take from Koeman. You can tell he's that person. He's got that personality. Listen, I'm the manager. It's my way. let's do it.
Yep.
And that's needed at Barcelona right now because Ernesto Valverde definitely did not do that.
Yep.
Nope. No way in hell Kike Setien was doing that.
No.
Absolutely no way. So someone like Koeman in that sense could be good, but tactically is he gonna be the best?
I mean, he's done well, like I said, with Holland. They
Yes.
played well.
And they
team
played
full of
beautiful
young
football
players.
as well. Yeah, beautiful
Team
football.
full of young players, so let's not take that away from
Definitely.
them. And they did well in the previous tournaments. They
Yes.
always do well. So they're a developing team, shall we say.
Yeah.
And also, like, obviously, the Dutch are closely related to how Barcelona
play, yes.
Which always stands us good. And also, already, he knows Barcelona. He played
there for years, yes.
He played there
He was
for
in the
years,
dream
yeah.
team. He scored the beautiful goal for our first ever Champions League. So.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. So, like, it almost feels like he has that advantage above
Yes.
everyone else.
I agree.
So, if you want that stability and someone who's gonna do good,
Yes.
maybe not great, but they're gonna do good, which means like still win trophies, still challenging for the big cups, he could be a candidate.
Yes.
We could potentially.
No,
take
that's
it.
true. I agree. He's definitely going to be a really good candidate, and he's not going to be as expensive as other managers are there going to be as well.
True.
So I think he could be. For me, at the moment, he's on that maybe list. Okay, like he's in the top 3 that I would pick. Simply because he's got the Barcelona roots. He played under that dream team, under the Johan Cruyff thing that changed the Barcelona way,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. So for that reason and the fact that he is into developing young players, which is something we are desperately in need of.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll definitely put him in the bracket.
One thing I would say would throw the spanners in the range. He's currently the manager of Holland, and
Yes.
he's already said
Yeah.
he's not leaving his post until the Euros.
Yes.
Until after the Euros.
Yes.
So
That's
for us, that doesn't work.
very well. No.
You can't do the whole part-time thing where
One minute you're
Yeah.
Holland, next year.
No,
not for a
can't
team
do
like
that.
Barcelona. It doesn't work
especially
that way.
not at the stage where we're at as well.
No.
So,
We need
like,
somebody who's fully committed to
exactly.
the job.
So I think that's probably going to go against him.
Yes, that's why for me, I'll still keep him in that maybe list for me. He's in my top 3 out of all the names that have been mentioned. He's definitely in my top 3 because, like I said, he knows the Barcelona way. He understands what Barcelona are trying to do and what they're trying to build. So for me, he's definitely in that top 3. Next man, Roberto Martinez. He's been mentioned, and
I like him, but I don't think
no,
Barcelona.
no, I don't
just
think
don't
he's
see
the
it.
Barcelona guy
I
personally.
don't see it. He's a good manager. Like
No,
when
he's a
played
decent
it-
manager.
When he managed the Everton, they played some nice football.
Amazing football.
But for me, it was always like something's missing, which again can go to the type of players that you
You've
have
got around you,
time.
yeah, the money you can afford to spend, and you know the club structure and whatnot. So
Yeah.
but at the
I
same time,
still don't get that sense of Barcelona. And also the other issue is that with Setien is that the players did not respect him because of
Exactly.
his personal achievement as well as managerial achievement.
exactly.
No offense to Brett Martinez, but he's not actually
Really
achieved anything to gain that respect of the dressing room.
Exactly.
So if we pick him, we're basically back in the same situation again. He would be more relatable
Yes.
because he's actually managed some of the big teams like
Mhm.
Belgium.
Yeah.
So he's managed some big stars.
Exactly, yeah.
Hazard,
Mm-hmm.
KDB, Lukaku,
Yes.
all those guys, Vertonghen.
Yes.
So he still has that experience.
But at the same time, the main thing for Barcelona right now is youth development and getting control of that dressing room because clearly there's none of those two things. They don't exist. And also tactics because we need a manager who's going to be bold.
Yep.
You know, I mean, we need a manager who's not going to be afraid to say, Messi, listen, you're 33, son. Take a day off. We need somebody who can actually say that, but not say it in a bad way. Say it in a way that'll make Messi understand we're doing it
It's
at
for
the
the
best
greater
of
good
the
of the
team.
team.
Yes. So, is he going to be that guy? I don't know, but he does look like a tough manager at the same time.
Manager, but I don't.
There's ways of doing it because you can be a tough manager and do it the wrong way, and you can be a tough manager and do it the right way. So whether he's going to be the right person to do it the right way, that remains to be seen. But only time can tell. Other name that's been mentioned, he's all-time favorite footballer.
For those that don't know, that's Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
As much as I would love him because I love the man and he was a great striker, he showed us some amazing moments. Oh my God, so many happy days.
Yeah.
You knew when Thierry Henry was coming in from the left and he cut in.
Yeah.
It's a goal.
He's got
It's a
pretty much
goal.
guaranteed.
Just don't bother.
Pretty much
It's a goal.
guaranteed.
as a manager, to me, right now, he's not showing me anything.
No, he is not.
Considering also his last into Monaco, that went disastrously wrong.
It did not
with
go
a team
right
full of
way.
young players, which Barcelona potentially gonna have or look to have, because we're trying to develop the young players and actually go back to the blueprint of last year. Messi loves him.
Yeah,
he respects him, like absolutely respects him. Like there's a story out there that when Thierry first got signed and he went into the dressing room, Messi walked in, he's like,
Thierry Henry's here, like Messi was having a fangirl moment.
Yeah, and imagine Messi at that time, he was well known, he was one of the best players known.
And he was still like, oh my god, it's Thierry Henry.
Like, oh my god, it's Thierry Henry. So I guess that could work in his favor, but also like there's so many things for me to question. Like I have yet to see in his team and how they play throughout a whole season, and also he's not really been tested in the biggest competitions because he didn't get that chance to do that with Monaco. Good idea, because the people that he's played under, they all play essentially the tiki-taka way, the ball possession. In terms of the biggest manager that influenced him, Arsene Wenger.
And
also
Arsenal.
He played at Arsenal, and he played under Guardiola. So he's familiar with that type of football, and he's already said like that's his principle. He wants to play that type of football. He would die and live by that type of football, which is something that we want. We want someone with that bold statement.
Yes, exactly what
this is what I'm gonna play.
Yes.
I'm not changing it for anyone.
But my only issue here is Thierry Henry seems too much of a nice guy to be strong enough to go up to big players and say, hey, listen, it's either this or you're on the bench. I don't know, well, maybe it's just me. But for me,
I've not heard the stories. He's ruthless.
See, that's the thing. I've not really heard anything yet.
He's savage.
Okay, that could be good. If he is, then okay, he could be a really good option. But for me, I wouldn't mind him. Thierry Henry would definitely be in that list of the players that managers that I would say, okay, potentially could work, because he does understand the Barcelona way. He was in the team that won all 6 trophies in a year. He was there, so
he knows
he understands. He understands exactly what's needed and what's required in Barcelona, which is a plus. So for me, he's the second player I would have on that list. Obviously, like I said, Xavi's out on that list simply because he said himself he doesn't want to be there simply because of the board. It's going to take a lot to convince any manager to come and make him believe that there's a future there. If the board is not going to change anything, why would any manager want to go to a sinking ship like that? Let's be real.
Definitely, there's no reason for them to.
Exactly. Which kind of brings us to the other point we wanted to talk about. The presidents. It's a really interesting topic because everywhere you read right now about Barcelona, there's rumors just about everywhere saying people are fed up. The sources are fed up. They are saying we want an election before the new season begins.
Well, at the moment, as per the club guidelines and stipulations, elections are scheduled for June
next
2021.
year.
Obviously, the sources want it to be done early.
Even
Victor Font, he's one of the candidates, has come out and said there's no point delaying. But Marv has failed.
Obviously.
Just quit.
Yes.
And then we can call the elections early.
That's pretty much what all of us would love to see, but do we think that's going to happen?
I don't see it happening, considering the fact that whatever debt the club has at the moment, the board members have to pay or clear before their term ends. Unless they come to some sort of agreement to say, if you leave early,
we can give you half the money or something.
We will let you off with that money or whatever, work out an agreement. I don't see that happening.
That's where the issue is now, because if you think about it, there's no way Bartomeu and his greed is going to allow himself to get his boys to pay money out of their own pockets. I just can't see it happening, and that's where my issue is and my main concern. It's pretty obvious Bartomeu is driven by money. That is so obvious and so blatant for everybody to see, but at the same time, it's not helping the club.
For the betterment of the club, like Pika said, we all have to do what's better for the club.
Yes.
We have to find an agreement that everyone's kind of like low-key happy with so that we can move forward in a new direction. So in terms of presidents, here's we mentioned now that we already mentioned Victor Font.
Yes, Victor Font has been really vocal about wanting to take over the club, and he's got an agreement with Xavi on principle, an agreement with Xavi that said, listen, you come to the club, you've got full control of what you need. You're gonna buy all the players you need to buy. which is exactly what was needed for all the other managers we've had in the past, but obviously they did not have that power because Barto liked to have all the power, unfortunately.
And make his big money signings.
Yes, so he can sell t-shirts, then screw up the team on top of that, which makes no sense. But yes, Victor Font, definitely one of the main candidates, because the main ones are going to be Victor Font and Juan Laporta. They're going to be the main ones, because Laporta came out and he said himself he does not mind going for another run at Barcelona because
the club. He
loves
says,
the club.
Love the club. Laporta has been mentioned as wanting to come back.
Yes.
To me, I love the guy.
I gotta say, I'm right there with you.
I love the guy. There's been some terrible rumors about him that he wasn't always nice, but I only care about what he did for the club. He brought us Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
He brought us Messi.
Yeah.
And when things were going bad with Rijkaard, he noticed it and was like, we need to change.
Yeah.
Let's fix it.
When Ronaldinho started messing around, being Ronaldinho, drinking out, coming in, sleeping in the gym and whatnot instead of going training, he was a president who had the guts to stand up and say, you know what, I need to speak to Ronaldinho myself. And he stood up and he went to Ronaldinho's house and he said, listen, your time in Barcelona is up.
Yeah.
We can't be having you doing this and this and this, especially when we have such a young special player like Messi. And right after he left Ronaldinho's house, because Messi lived next door to Ronaldinho, he went to Messi's house and said, Messi, you're the new number 10. Do you get what I'm getting at? See, now that's a president who shows his love for football, because look where Messi is now.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? See, now that's a president who cares about football, and that's what it's all about. Because like we said in the past, if your team is playing well on the pitch, your sales, your revenue will reflect that.
That will just fix itself.
It will fix itself.
And we were never in debt as well. I don't think we were in as much debt.
No, definitely nowhere near as bad debt. I mean, yes, every team gets in debt occasionally, but it was anything that Barcelona could manage. And we still had all the right sponsorships, like especially if you look, that's when we had UNICEF still right in front. We didn't sell out at that time. We still had our innocence. We still kind of do, but at the same time, at that time we had the innocence that Barcelona has always known to have, because Barcelona has always been a club that's run by the fans. It's never been a club that's owned by one individual.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And it's still one of the only clubs in the world that is still run like that.
Yeah.
How can you not like that? That is amazing.
It's definitely a good option.
For me, Laporta is definitely up there in terms of option. For me, he's my number one option.
Okay. So how do you feel about Tony Fresh?
I don't know much too. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know too much about Tony.
Really
so we're gonna ask you guys, if you know about him, leave it in the comments down below.
Tell us about him. What has he done? What's his resume? Where has he actually been a president? How has he been involved in football?
Exactly.
That type of thing. Let us know. And even if you know what's his name, Emilio Rosad, he's part of the current administration at the moment. Apparently he's been mentioned out there as taking over.
See, I'm sorry, simply because of the fact that they're talking, he's still under Bartomeu. No, man, no. I mean, it could be incredible, but no, it's Barto.
It's like, yeah.
The fact that he's under the Bartomeu, it's just not gonna work for me.
It's almost like whoever's under Bartomeu needs to go.
Yes,
like you need to
pretty much.
You cannot have anyone remaining from that whole administration.
Exactly, they have to go
fresh and just wipe the slate clean
and get somebody in.
Someone new. Overall, for me, who's your president?
Oh no, my president without a day. For me, my president is Laporta. Okay. That's my president without a doubt. Okay, if he's available, then Laporta and Xavi all day. I don't even need to think about that.
Okay, who's your option number 2 for manager?
For manager, option number 2, I'm as much as that, it's kind of weird, I'm leaning towards Ronald Koeman, because I feel like he's got a bit more experience compared to Thierry Henry, because he was my 3rd option, so more Ronald Koeman.
Okay. I'm similar, but I'm going to flip it.
Go on.
My president would be John Laporta, obviously, because he has history with the club, and also it will take him a lot less time to acclimatize to the job. So obviously I'd pick him off Victor Font. Nothing bad about Victor Font. His project ideas, they sound good, they sound amazing.
But we've had Laporta in the past and we know
what he can deliver. So I'd pick him. My manager, I'd actually go with Ronald Koeman number 1.
Oh wow, impressive.
I would go with him because the reasons why I'd say we know what he's doing with young players with the Dutch. He's a successful manager who's actually coached in a good league.
Yes.
So he's got that experience, which he's got more experience over Xavi for.
Yes, no, definitely, without a doubt.
Two, he already knows the club. So for me, he's a stable, safe choice.
Yeah.
There's not too much unknown with him, whereas compared to Xavi and Thierry Henry, there's a lot of unknown. So I'd go for him. My second option would be Xavi.
Yeah.
Third option would be Thierry Henry. So we agree on that one.
No.
It's just that my number one would be Ronald Koeman. Yep.
We need a massive overhaul.
Everyone knows that.
Yes, we all know that. It's obvious. That 8-2 whooping we got showed us that, yes, it's a necessity now. We need to rebuild the club. So leave your comments down below. Who do you guys think should be the president and who do you think should be the new manager at the club? We really want to know. And if you're new to the channel, guys, hit the subscribe button. It's on the screen right now, right underneath me. Hit it. And also hit the like button, guys. Come on, show us some love. We're awesome.
I am. I don't know about you.
Oh, come on, dude. We are awesome. We support Barcelona. Of course, we're awesome. But that is it from us, guys. Thank you so much for watching and hope we see you guys in the next video. We out. Peace.